Good evening, YouTube. Heir of Carthage here. What the crap's going on? Welcome back to my Empire of Sand, where we're playing as the Himyar. My Empire of Sand. Sandy Empire? Sands? Oh, man. I can't even think of a lame pun tonight, so we're getting started off really bad. So I'm sure some will come to me as we move along. So let's get back in where we left off, which was we beat back some Sassanid rump states and the Sassanids themselves. There's kind of like some leftover Sassanids, like an old casserole rotting in the desert over here. See there, it didn't take me long. There came the lame pun. Everything's okay, folks. Oh, jeez. All right, let's keep moving along. Don't think there's anything else I can do on this turn, to be honest. Let's check for upgrades. I don't see any. I'm just working on some research up here because there was nothing else I could do without paying for it. I could probably upgrade these armored camel warriors. I don't think that's going to cost me any extra upkeep. It's not, because it's just upgrading their speed, which is actually pretty handy. Because that is one of the downsides of camels. There's two downsides. One is their speed, and the other is their I'm going to think morale. That's it. That's what I was looking for. Yep. Don't know why it took me a second. Yeah. Bad morale, bad speed. Otherwise, their health is fantastic. Definitely can't go wrong there. The mass on camels is also enormous, and mass is everything. So in real life, force may be mass times acceleration, but in Attila, force is like mass squared times acceleration. I don't know what the screwed up it is. Apparently, though, Mr. Walrus Jones, who's a modder who's usually frequenting some Maximus videos and other places, was talking about how cavalry are immune to impact damage, which was a pretty interesting conversation. Maximus made some videos about it not too long ago if you want to go check it out. But that's part of the reason, I guess in Attila they added some modifier into the equation that calculates mass damage, and it made it exponential rather than linear. I guess it was linear in Rome too. I'm just assuming. But yeah, if it's exponential now, then that explains a lot, because the damage on the charge is extreme in Attila. We could put this guy in here, and we should, because it's just going to give us some extra boost. Income's looking pretty good actually right now. We've got this army here. Part of me wants to sail across and just nuke one of these settlements. That way we can just stop them using as a staging point. I don't feel like capturing those settlements because I've got to watch my back for guys like that who are walking around in my lands. These guys are now raiding. It's not screwing me up too bad here. They could try and hire mercenaries as well. And look at this. See, the Sassan is trying to get in behind me again with another army. This is where it's going to become inordinately annoying to keep up with the Sassanids. Fortunately, I can get back down here to protect, but even if I do, those guys will probably try and circumvent me and get down here, and none of these places are going to be able to defend themselves well. At least I don't think they will. I'm trying to remember where I can see what kind of garrison these places get. Garrison details, there it is. Not much. Not much. What do I get for garrison up here? Same thing? What? That can't be right. Berenice. No, it's not right. Clicked on the wrong one. Zafar Sentinels. That's cool. Is that because my governor's there? I think so. Oh, who knows? Maybe we could hold out. If we got a couple of spearmen, and I don't know. Let's just see if we can hold out. Might as well at this point. If I lose it, I can just come take it back. I don't want the Sassanids to get this city back. So I'm going to lay waste to them here. Take this back for myself. Give the Sassanids a good face stabbing. And we're going to occupy. And looks like we can repair what we had here, which is a wheat farm. And I had a thread maker, which was helping me make quite a bit extra money. So once that's repaired, that'll actually be a huge benefit for me. This army doesn't even look like it has a general. How does it exist? I guess it does have a general. Maybe that's the unit I can't see for some reason. It's quite odd. I'm just going to leave those guys be for now because they're just more of a nuisance than anything else. We may have to fight a tedious defense battle on one of these just to see if we can do it. I'm actually going to quick save real quick, so I'm going to hit Control S because I want to try something. I want to see if I attack this settlement here and auto-resolve, get balanced, and check, and let's raise this joint. Yeah, see if that'll help me stave off more invasions. This army may try and drop in behind me, but they're pretty weakened. I might, again, you know, I might be able to defend against it, but this, I'm hoping that this will slow down the rate at which the Sissy-nids can raid me from this settlement. So I'll probably go up here, do the same thing, and then potentially even try and nuke that settlement there. So it'll kind of put like a buffer between me and all these annoying Sassanid rump states. And they will either have to spend an inordinate amount of money to rebuild that, or come from further out to raid me. So that's kind of my thinking for the time being. We'll see whether or not that actually turns out to be good. I wanted to check this this province here. See, Judaism is on the decline and Semitic paganism's on the rise, and that's because of this companionship tent. That's definitely the reason. So this Himyarite version of this building, +5 for Judaism, it's the same. It's just that this one's from a different faction, basically. So if I convert this over and then build it up. Some of you want me to convert to Semitic paganism. I could do that, and really the only thing it's going to change is it means that I get to have Aethar's Chosen, but everybody's seen Aethar's Chosen. You're going to see them a lot in multiplayer, so I wanted to play as a Judaism faction here so that I could have those special units that you probably don't see as often, just so it gives you something different. So could I convert? Yes. Would it make it easier? Possibly, because I do think that the Semitic paganism buildings are easier to work with in terms of they don't use as much food. But like I said, I just want to do things different here. And the main reason why it's converting, and this would happen either way, these companionship tents cause, you know, a conversion basically regardless of whether, you know, what your religion is. So like if I switch to Semitic paganism, it just takes away from state religion, as you can see down there in the left. So it's not a fix necessarily to convert over, but they can help you convert over if that's what you're wanting to do. So if I was wanting to convert to, whoops, sorry, bumped the microphone, convert to Semitic paganism, I could tear down my religious buildings, build one of these, and it would help me get there faster. But then when you convert, it would actually start working in the opposite direction. I know, right? It's kind of weird, but that's the way they work, and it's meant to kind of be like a risk reward, right? You get lots of money, but you're gonna potentially pay disorder penalties, and that's really what the idea boils down to. Now, I could potentially change things out. So, like for instance, if we go to city, we could potentially build something with lead here. So if we look at lead, what would we get? Actually, just resources to trade, which wouldn't do us a lot of good because we don't have a lot of trade partners. Maybe handy for building a certain building where we might have to have lead. But right now, since I don't have any trade partners, at least I don't think I do. Military access, we can't trade with the East Romans. Yeah, so I have no trade partners. So building up resources at this point is completely pointless. Later on, absolutely not pointless. So if anything, I should take a look at like city industry. And if you look here, the closest thing I could get to the companionship tents without screwing up the religion would be this tile maker. And it is, in the end, considerably less, I believe, than what the companionship tents would give me. I mean, so like if you take a look, the max is -10 or +10 squalor, -10 public order, 2,000 from industry, and an extra 15% from cultural buildings. And if we look at the highest level of this, you get 3,500, which is a lot higher. Public order actually goes up, but your state religious influence also getting hammered. And I mean, but that is a lot of money. I mean, this is a very lucrative chain. It's very good, but it does cause public order penalties due to the presence of other religions. And again, that's the trade-off. So if I were to continue to build up this courthouse, for instance, it will help counteract that. And I do need to build that up. Public order plus 15. That's pretty sweet. Enables the recruitment of champions. We are going to need some champions eventually too. But yeah, this is probably the line that I would want to build here. Wow, check that out. That Imperial Palace is sweet. Plus 16, 2,500 wealth from culture. Enables a champion. So for slightly less public order boost, that's pretty cool. 13 there. 21 boost there though for less, actually a little more food spend. Only 825 wealth from culture as opposed to 1200. So this one really doesn't make a big difference though until you go all the way up to level 5 building. So this really would be the best way to go here. But I mean, actually that one gives a plus tax rate and champions. That might be the better choice. Interesting. So what would I have to build the palace? We would need this one here. It takes 11 turns. I'm going to actually start... Let's just start researching that. So let's give it a shot. Sorry, I'm sitting here doing a lot of talking. I'm just doing some thinking about whether or not I feel like that's worth my while. This would be a good one to build now just to get the extra sanitation boost. Why not at this point? I think I'm out of money for this turn, so let's go ahead and end the turn. Sissy-nids are most likely going to attack me at Berenice. My army that crossed over and raised that settlement could be at risk as well. That's why I quick saved it, just in case we get screwed over. Sissy-nids going to bring the heat. They're going to go ahead and attack me here. I'm going to have to do my best to defend myself. It's mostly cav in this army, though they do have some infantry. The cavalry I can probably stop with spearmen and a choke point. And since they don't have a lot of skirmishers, you know, that might work out. So let's do our best. Like I said, that's all we can do is try fight this on the battlefield. Unfortunately, in a tedious war against a massive faction like the Sissy-nids, this is kind of something you just have to deal with. Let's see what our town center looks like for defense. Hopefully it's defensible. It's not ideal, but it's only got 2 entrances, so it is defensible. And this would be a good spot for cover. We can cover, yeah, that'll cover our unshielded flank with that building. We can get our spears. Oh yeah, we can really bottle up this choke point here. Cavalry will have to charge uphill into my spearmen. My spearmen do not have a bracing stance, so hopefully the cavalry as it wheels around will not get a good charge. That's going to be my only hope there. Desert Tribesmen, it's an extra sword unit. Let's keep them handy to assist where needed. And then, let's see, the Sissy-nids are deploying kind of all over the place, but let's get both our cav units over here to see what we can do. And we're going to have a couple of ships. The guys on it are not going to be anything special, but hey, we'll take what little bit of ammo these guys can provide us, and I'll gladly put it to work. Thinking where it would be safest to... It's not going to be real safe to put these guys ashore anywhere because their cavalry is going to be all over me very quickly. Is there some reason why you're turning around before you unload there? Way to go, geniuses. Those guys look like they've been to Patchy's school of rowing. Actually, I do know how to row. I'm not like a pro at it, but I did learn quite a bit of rowing when I was a kid. Did some canoeing and a little bit of rowing, not like competitive rowing or anything, but yeah, just did a little bit of canoeing, kayaking, that kind of stuff. Not a pro. Let's see, we're going to see enemy units making a run for us, so I'm going to get those slingers. I want to run up here as quick as I can, because just any of this is going to help me, just having extra ammo. I forgot the boats actually disembark from that now, which is actually kind of a nice addition. That way the AI doesn't bug out looking for spots to drop ships if it comes to that, so definitely a nice addition. Welcome and appreciated. Anything that improves the game. My towers are going to do a little bit of damage, which is good. It's not going to be great. I wish they would fire at the Persian mounted warrior, or actually no, firing at the spears is best. I think I can kill the cavalry. If they don't get a good charge, my spears ought to be capable of killing a lot of cavalry. Alright, we've got our skirmishers up there. My cavalry should come over here and hide, so that now the AI won't focus on it. Let's see what happens. I wish my guys had bracing, but they do not. My general up closer to support. And let's get our slingers up on the wall. Okay, the first Sassanid cavalry is on its way in. I doubt the AI will get good charges in the city, but we'll see. My guys do have expert charge defense. It's going to help. So at least I'll get to reflect the damage. I'm going to go ahead and let my hurlers fire at will. Cause what damage they can. They can slow down the Sassanid cavalry, which will reduce their charge more. Okay. So they're engaging my spears. They're not getting many kills on the charge. This is very good news for me, which means my desert spears should do exceptionally well here. Let's bring my general up right behind just to help kind of secure the flank. My general is actually getting fired at by that cavalry. That's not good. I'm going to turn my general to face where that cavalry is firing from so that I'm not getting shot in the back. There we go. My Zafar Sentinels. They are an axe unit, I believe. They are a pretty cool looking unit, actually all wearing that sweet mask. Okay, my slingers have already spent up their ammunition and got a whole 3 kills. Very impressive. This one's 0 kills. Again, very impressive. Glad my guys could fight with such zeal. My spears doing a good job of protecting. My guys here are kind of getting shot in the back because that guy's shooting at my general. I'm actually going to pull my general over here just to see if we can draw fire away from the back of these spears. Because that's bad. We don't need that. We do not need that. So if they're going to shoot at my general, I'd rather bring him over here where they're not shooting my other units in the back. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw these desert tribesmen into combat. Just anything we can do to maybe get some extra kills. I don't know if we can win this or not, but if we can get the enemy fully and completely engaged, try and run a rear charge. There's no good angles for a rear charge, unfortunately. I'll do what I can, though. Okay, my general remains under fire, but my spears holding out stalwartly, getting lots of kills, actually. Let's fast forward. My general's going to hold out well against the bombardment from that missile cavalry. Let's come see if we can lure some of their guys off with this skirmisher cav. I'm going to take them off fire at will. Doing pretty good here. We've got one of their cataphracts running. I'm a little worried about these Persian brigade. Those guys will actually do a lot better versus my my guys. Run out of ammo already, you piece of crap. Because I want to bring my general up to help out, but as long as they have ammo, they're going to keep shooting. And like I said, I don't want them getting shots on my back. Let's try and put some javelins into this Grifpanvar. It's going to fire at will. Grifpanvar is on its way, so please retreat. Pathfinding in the city is terrible, so we're going to get caught. Gosh dang it. What a bunch of crap. Stupid. Pathfinding in the city is just absolutely awful on Attila. I mean, it is bad. Look, these guys don't even know where they're going. They can't pull out. I'm not even going to be able to outrun heavy cavalry with my light because the pathfinding is so poor. That's one thing they need to work on in this game. One of many things they need to work on this game, actually. If I lure this Grifpanvar over here, though, it could be handy because there is a tower. I just lost a bunch of ammo on this unit, too, and that's probably more frustrating than anything. Let's keep luring it out of here, see if we can get it closer to that tower. See how bad the pathfinding is? Look at this. Cavalry in the city is particularly bad. Let's bring this Desert Raiders over and just see what, if anything, we can do. They have a slinger in the way of my charge, which is kind of a problem at the moment. Okay, though they are out of ammo with their archers. The Sassanid cavalry is penetrating up into the town center and has actually captured the town center from me. They've got those Grivpenvar on the way back over. Let's come over here with the Desert Raider. I think it's going to have a bigger effect, and it's longer for the Grivpenvar to get back to me. The Grivpenvar gave up on its chase, unfortunately. I was hoping to lure them out by a tower. Let's see if we can get lined up back here. We'll drop the scare, but first I want to let my guys pitch their precursor javelins into the back of this. So throw away, please. That is good news. I'm going to put the scare down here and charge, and this should get rid of the rest of this blob over here. Yes, it did. That's good. The general dying is actually creating exactly what we need. And the scare effect on this cavalry unit just came in extremely handy. I'm actually going to pull back and wait for the scare effect to come back. Okay, let's bring these javelins back over here to bear. I'm going to go off fire at will and see if I can target some of their cavalry that's up in this blob. I think we got the attention of a Grivpenvar again. No, that's just a lot of routing units. Whatever the case is, let's see if we can hurl a few javelins into that Grivpenvar. Even just a few kills would be helpful. Any kills we can get are helpful.
A unit has fired all of its ammunition.
Looks like they're hurlers, maybe? Yeah, their hurlers are coming to get my guys in melee. Look, I can't even outrun the infantry hardly because my guys turn around like a bunch of numbskulls. Still 141 seconds until I get a scare effect back. I'm just going to wait to charge until I get that scare effect. Actually, I don't know. They may be kind of vulnerable at the moment. Let's try it. Let's go after those hurlers. Here comes the rear charge. We'll see if it's any good. Their guys are kind of in weird formation. They're going to get a rear charge penalty. It knocked out one unit of Grivpenvar that was wavering. And now I've got an Armenian spear wavering. Let's rally my own men, who are in the process of wavering too. Let's steady my men. There we go. That's going to be it. So we managed to get the route going, which is quite nice. So defeating the Sassanids here is going to be pretty important. Fortunately, the stupid AI plays right into your strategy. Of course, I mean, there's not a whole lot else they can do when I'm in a corner camp like that. I mean, it would have been a lot smarter to throw all your infantry in first, but the AI is incapable of making such a decision, apparently. Spearmen held out very well there, earning themselves some chevrons, which will be handy in defending this city over time. And having that governor there is nice too, because then I can get that AFAR Sentinel unit that actually would be quite good versus infantry in a defensive mode. So we're going to take on warriors so that my guys get retrained. Actually, it kind of screws up my chevronage a little bit, to be honest. Probably a mistake. Sasanids are just going to try and siege me outside of Oxyrhynchus or Oxyrhynchus or what, however you, if someone knows how to pronounce that, you can give it a shot, but yeah, can't pronounce that city. We'll call it OxyClean. Let's see. The Carmontians are raiding in Crete. Very interesting. Let's see what the Macron are up to. They may have a... Yeah, they're going to try and make a beeline back for my settlement, but I'll be able to head them off. They may have used an agent on my army, though, which is why it was taking a second. Hostile agent activity. Critical failure. Yes, they were trying to use an agent on me, though. Which is a good thing it's a critical failure, because now I can get back. So take that! I nuked your settlement and got away with it. Choke on it, dirtbags. Alright, so we managed to defeat our enemies, but of course, for some reason, all my buildings are damaged now in Berenice. That's a bunch of crap. And then we're sieged over here. I don't know what we're up against. Whoa! Sogdian warriors and mercenary Savar and Cav, and I got all my archers killed, which is good, because now that there's mercenary Savar and Cav, I really need the archers. It's gonna be interesting. They've got this one little army down here. They're investing in the siege, which means that I'm gonna lose towers and other stuff eventually too. I need these guys dead. But if I attack them, they can camp on whatever crappy position
At your command.
they're in. I don't know, we're just gonna have to do what we can do. We've gotta get the job done. I can't lay off of these guys and give them time to replenish. They've got a frickin' onager too. Doesn't look like they have as much cavalry though in this army, and that actually works to my favor because these armored camel warriors can stomp all over Sogdian warriors, stomp all over mercenary onagers. These units though are going to be a question. Those are probably some kind of missile cav, so that could be a problem too though. Let's go take a look. Let's fight this on the battlefield. We're gonna have to. Gotta kill these guys, get them off my cities. Have to show a little bit of aggression here, I think, in order to get things done. So we can defeat a few of these armies. I don't know if I can defeat them fast enough to really make progress. The sooner I can get a hold of Egypt, though, I might be able to block the Sissy-nids from coming back down there. Looks like they're going to have their reinforcements come, and if they're waiting on reinforcements, I might be able to just bum rush these guys with armored camel warriors and finish them off. This is my general who's also on a horse, so yeah, I can probably bum rush this initial force and then set up on the hill to take their reinforcements. Let's try that. I'll actually keep my cavalry out here where my guys can use them as a fallback point. Let's just give this a shot. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but let's give it a shot. We need to rush forward immediately with the armored camel warriors. Let's send my general in.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, I'm getting reinforcements, but it's all junk. Doesn't matter, just bring it up. We can use it for a meat shield. Persian nobles inbound. I don't know if I'll be able to get to these guys in time or not. And they do have spearmen, and they're pretty decent spears, and the Armenian spears.
The enemy has been spotted.
Yeah, they are very light on cavalry, no doubt about it. Yeah, that Persian noble is actually going to be trickier to pull down. Like, he's not going to die immediately, and with that many spears around, it kind of worries me. Though we did just trick their archers into using precision shot or rapid reload or something, which is going to allow my guys to do better here. Let's put one good spear unit up on this other flank. Put these guys here. I'm just gonna see if I can use these garrison units as charge bait if they make it in time for the battle at all. They don't have any shock cavalry. They do have mercenary Svaran cav and Persian scouts. Not worried about the Persian scouts a lot. I am worried about the missile cavalry because I don't have a very good answer for it. Where's their Svaran cav? Yeah, it's up here. Wherever the Svaran cav is where my archers need to be, because that is the only counter I have to the Svaran cav, and they actually have decent armor, if I remember right. No, it's only 27. Do they have a block chance? Looks like no missile block chance probably either, which that is fortunate for me. They do have an onager moving up. It's frustrating, but we can probably use these dilapidated units to take out the ammo from the onager. In fact, that's what we'll do. If I can draw the ammo out of that onager, I do think we can win this with relative ease, as long as we play smart. My infantry should be able to smoke anything they have as long as I'm in shield wall. Let's see, where's their onager? Okay, it's moving up. I'll make sure to put my guys just inside its range, one at a time, so I can maximize the ammo wastage. And since these guys are in one line already, I'm just going to spread them out too. Should make them even harder to hit. Let's witness the AI's ability to properly use its ammo. Are they going to attack me? I think they're going to attack me. Let's see if we can get them to stop and fire their onager. Yes, we can. And we've baited out half the ammo on that onager already. That's pretty impressive. Nice work. I'm gonna need one of my armored camel warriors up here, possibly two. Okay, move forward and bait more ammo. Let's go with the shield wall. Okay, block these Persian scouts. There we go. Can now bring in the armored camel warriors. And I'm gonna wreck their Persian scouts over here. Persian scout's gonna charge right into braced axemen. Hopefully it doesn't do a lot of damage. I don't think it should.
A whole unit has been destroyed.
Let's pull back from their Persian mounted bowmen. We need to keep an eye out on their... Yep, there's their switch to flaming. We're gonna have to take shots at that mercenary Savar and Cav. We gotta get it off the field or else it's gonna get a sick number of kills. We're wrapping up their Cav on one flank though. Since they're gonna attack me, I'm gonna let them come straight at it. Head on. Okay. I've got flaming volleys coming down on their mercenary Savar and Cav, so it should just be a matter of time before it's gone. And like I said, my infantry ought to do very well against their infantry. I don't think their Sogdians will get very good charges. Let's go tie down these slingers with these junk cav units, and use my Persian or my armored camel warriors to finish off these Persian scouts. Savar and Cav is dropping. That stuff is fairly tough for missile cav though, and their stupid bow cavalry over here is doing far better than I would like. Let's move up, see if we can potentially do some outflanking over here. Okay, still slowly killing the Savar and Cav. Really need to kill it faster. Let's go ahead and commit to this fight. Let's bring my general back over here under center. And these camel warriors are now free. Let's bring them over. Let's bring our spears back this way. Mercenary Savar and Cav is now wavering, and the center of the Sissy-nids is now going to be open to a devastating rear charge. I'm going to charge the skirmishers. I'm going to charge the spearmen here, and this juicy blob over here is going to get it. Okay, the Savar and Cav is gone. Watch these camel warriors ever so slowly charging into the back of these guys. Very underwhelming due to the charge speed, which was horrendously slow, but the impact damage will still be pretty massive because the camels are so heavy. So yeah, you can see the kills going up pretty quickly there. Let's go ahead and clean back out that way. So the main body of the Sissy-nids is going to rout. My armored camel warriors back here are tanking out some serious kills, but they're going to need help now. Are these units that tired already? Active? No. These camel warriors are going to need some help, so I'm going to have to go up and deliver some charges. Where's my general? I need my general to help too. Archers, get rid of this. Okay, I need this camel warrior now too. Charge into the back of those guys. And charge. You chase off all these skirmishers that are getting shots. Why am I getting such crap charges with my camel warriors? My guys are like stopping and acting funny and doing all kinds of weird stuff. These charges should be absolutely devastating. Let's just charge in here, like I said, and keep assisting. I'm going to chase down the slingers over here. There we go. Finally landed some proper, very heavy melee cav charges here and just disintegrated what was left over here. So those guys are gone. The center's over with. These archers are going to get destroyed. The enemy general was dead already, I believe. Let's get that Persian noble off the field. finish off these Armenian spears. And let's get these cavalry down here and finish off all the skirmishers as well. So big victory here, important victory. Gonna go ahead and end the battle. Alright, that turned out pretty good actually. We didn't take a lot of losses. The armored camel warriors clutched just like I figured they would, and my axe infantry is actually pretty stellar whenever it's in the shield wall because of the plus 15. And I think that we also get a morale hit on the Sissy-nids due to some, I don't remember if it's research or upgrades or something, but I think we get it. I'm going to take on warriors again too because I need my guys back to full strength so I can finish mopping these guys up and take Alexandria. Taking Alexandria is going to be pretty crucial to putting a slowdown on the Sissy-nids once and for all. This province though is going to rebel because of the constant fighting where the Sissy-nids are attacking me and them constantly screwing up my buildings. I do have 2 priests here now, which should help, but I mean, this army that got beat at Berenice is just going to come right back and go after me again. But of course I can defeat them. They got a new Persian noble general because I killed their old one. That's going to be frustrating trying to keep those guys out of my land. I need another army, really. That's what it's going to boil down to. This is going to help, I think. We'll see if it helps slow down the Sissy-nids at all. Let's go ahead and end. Got a skill for our governor. Let's think about this to see what could do the most. Reinforcement range. Training for missile recruits. I can train missile recruits here, so extra morale would not necessarily be a bad thing. Morale, charge bonus, movement speed, so none of these things are really going to help a lot. But I don't have anything else that's going to do anything better. Shield training, plus 5 melee. Yeah, whatever, we'll do that. Because we could train people here. What else comes down here, though, that could be handy? Army recruitment capacity, plus 1. That could be handy, actually. Let's do that, and then we can get the plus 2. That could help me train armies quicker. Probably wouldn't hurt to fill this army out and start doing something with it, but I mean, money could get very short again very easily, so I'm very hesitant to overextend myself on money at this point. What's the total sanitation here? Is only 1. I can get an extra sanitation from upgrading this. Still need this done, which is here. I just don't have the money to do it. I could save the money and do it, and it would be extremely helpful so that I can start upgrading other buildings. There's a lot of building upgrades I need to do. I just can't because I don't have the research done. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. We survived. We captured another province. We fought off in a Sassanid stack at Berenice that's probably going to come back for revenge. We nuked a Sassanid settlement, and we're probably going to be able to wipe these guys out on the next turn too. And then my next goal would be to try and nuke this settlement and then get back in time, and then also see if we can get this third army doing something useful. I'm hesitant to just leave my capital wide open, because it is very important to me to have the capital, because if the enemy were to march down through here, we would be in trouble. They would have to siege, and I don't know like how well I could hold out here. Not particularly well. We would have very limited forces to hold out, so anyway, we'll see. HeirofCarthage signing off for now. Hope you all enjoyed it.